Thank you so much once more for to everybody that joined me today for this second episode of the second edition of Booking Manager Academy. My name is Nadia. I will be your host again today. And today we're going to talk about the new experience and the new look and the new tools that you have available in the Booking Manager portal for agencies. If you're a charter operator, this is a great opportunity for you to see how the other side works, but also it can give you an idea of how you can also operate through Booking Manager portal and through our web version. So let's dive in. We have quite a few slides today. So first of all, I just want to briefly mention the number of fleets we have. We are very proud to have more than 12,000 yachts available in Booking Manager. And of those 12,000, the thing that makes us the most proud is to say that we have almost 4,500 exclusive boats. So partners that have chose to exclusively work through us and are only available for booking through Booking Manager. And you will actually see a few of those in the videos that will come today. But we also have almost 4,000 fleets that chose to use Booking Manager as primary system. What does that mean? That means that those boats, the primary system is Booking Manager, so that if there's any change in availability, in discount, in pricing, any new boat coming to the fleet, you will have them first through Booking Manager. I usually say to everybody, feel free to ask questions at any time, and I will reply to them as soon as I see them. Today, we will go in blocks for this presentation, so feel free to write questions at any time through the Q&A session and the chat. And I will answer at the end of each block. I will go through the question you have asked and reply to those questions. So if I don't answer you immediately, don't worry. You will see Q&A, little Q&A section along the presentation. So first things first, the most basic of them all, how to log in. So it's very simple. I know that 99.99% of you know how to do this, but just in case, a brief reminder. So if you go on our website, bookingmanager.com, you have a bunch of important information. First of all, the new fleets that have come, the events that we're doing, but also the login button. So you put your username and password, and here you are logged in. So very easy, no-brainer. Second thing, you might be a new agent, or you might be already a confirmed agent. I just want to go through briefly a few settings that you can do in Booking Manager. So the first thing would be to click here on the company details and make sure that actually the information you are putting it in a Booking Manager are the right one. So the VAT number, the most important thing, the address, because this will be used for the invoicing by the charter that will do business with you, but also the company logo and your terms and conditions. The company logo is important because this will be in the documents you will be sending out to the client if they're generated through Booking Manager. And the TNCs is especially important if you use our widget. And here you can also predefine the message templates. So for the price quote, I think is the most important since you often send those and the text is very similar. Also, staying on the price quote, I would like to remind you that you can customize your price quote template by putting your logo, by branding it with your colors. But the most important, you have available now 2 templates in Booking Manager. I would highly recommend that if you didn't do it already, you will switch to the default price quote template, not the legacy, because you will see it in the examples I will be showing you in the next few slides. It's much prettier, it's much more elegant, and it's much more pleasant for the client to receive it. So this is a very brief overview of the things that you can do in the settings. Brief reminder, you can have custom extras set up in Booking Manager as an agent. For example, if you offer a PDF with itinerary, any custom consultation that you can do, anything extra that is not related to the offering of the charter. If you give any extra discount, maybe here we have Tuln Boat Show coming at the end of this month. Our friend Thomas Stelzel is the largest Austrian agent. Maybe he wants to give his client an extra discount during Turn Boat Show, since it's happening in Austria. So he might want to set up an extra discount through the portal. You can do it as an agency. Of course, it will be deducted from your commission. And another thing that you can do through your booking manager portal is to get API keys if you're an API user, or customize your search engine widget. Okay, enough about the settings. Another very basic thing, but I think it's very important to remind to everybody, is that Booking Manager exists in almost 30 languages. So if you want to switch your Booking Manager portal in Italian, I think I saw my our friend Nadia from Italy, or you can switch currency. Maybe you're offering to US customers. So maybe you want to switch your offer to US dollars, you can do it. And also you have seen we have a boat show mode. What does boat show mode do? When you do the search, the company name and the percentage of your commission will be hidden. So you can freely show to the client the search results where you're on a boat show, or maybe in a client meeting, whatever. Okay, so this is very brief settings you can do. And you can also have an overview of the partners that are in Booking Manager. I would like to remind to everybody that Booking Manager is an open system. All the companies that join Booking Manager are automatically available to all registered agencies. So here, for example, one of our golden partners and one of our longest standing partner is Spartivento. You see they have a very good rating. And don't worry if you see here, in this section, my commission is 0%, is because Spartivento offers different commission on different products. So you see here 0. Another golden partner of ours, North Sardinia Sail and NS Charter, you see they offer 15%. And if you want to email directly any general question you might have, you can do it through this section. And also, if there is any charter operator with which you don't want to work with for any reason, you have a disable button. Please don't disable NSS charter. They will be incredibly mad at me if you do it because of me. So please, everybody except NSS. Also, for the API users, here you have the MMK ID. So if you want to specifically call information for NSS charter, you use the ID 260. 260, yes, 260. Okay, let's go to the important part, how to search for a boat, which is the reason why we're all here today. So as you know, we have the yacht search. Here you can filter by country. Let's go to Greece for a change. Otherwise, they will blame me for only mentioning Italians. I can choose sailing area. I can choose a specific company or a base. In this case, let's do Alimos for sake of simplicity and for the sake of having 900 results. I can also set up a range. For example, I want all bases in the 15 kilometers surrounding Alimos. And of course, I can set the charter date. So let's sail for my birthday in July. And since it's my birthday and I want to be a princess on my birthday, I want a crude catamaran, because come on, if we don't spoil it ourselves for our birthday, when should we do it? I hit search. And here I will get all the results of all the boats available. So here there's several availabilities. They're listed by price, but you can also filter them by other custom filters on top. And here you see this is a golden partner, so there's a golden badge, sorry. And if I click on the picture, I get to the yacht description. So I have all the pictures, I have the description. If the charter decides to put a description, I have the technical details. Most importantly, I have the equipment and any documents that the charter want to share with us. If there is a permanent crew on board, they can also add the crew. So here I'm selecting a couple of boats to add to my price quote, and here you can see I have them listed. I managed to select 2 Bali 4.8. Okay, so now what I can do is that I can switch from the yacht search to the booking sheet in one click. And as you have seen, on the left side, my filter stayed. So when you switch to yacht search and to booking sheet, you do not lose the filters. So the booking sheet also got a bit of a new look in the past months. So we said we kept the filters, and as you can see at glance, I have an idea of what is happening in a specific period. I have the company name. I can see the most important equipment, and here I select the charter length I want. I add it to quote, and it gets added to the basket that I already created in the yacht search before. Okay, so easy peasy. I have my boats in the basket. Another thing that I can do in the booking sheet is if I want to see what's the situation in a specific base or a specific sailing area for the whole year. And, this is something we were commenting this year at the Booking Manager Summit. We were commenting that the seasons, the high season has changed. So I read a very interesting blog post of one of our clients recently, where they were saying that the highest number of check-in, so booked weeks they had, was in June, while I would have expected a few years ago to be August. So this whole year in a view gives us the possibility to actually see what are the peak season and how is the availability in a specific destination, because maybe we know that historically as an agent, our clients are mostly, I don't know, from Germany, and they mostly sail in Croatia, or they are Italian and they mostly go to Croatia and Greece. And we know that historically they charter a specific period of the year. So what we can do is actually, when we have the client and we have this information, we can actually divert slightly. So we can say, Athens that week will be extremely busy. Sorry for charter operating in Athens, but it's the truth. Why don't you go to Lavrio? Because Lavrio is even more accessible from Athens airport. Or you're coming from Italy. Why don't you take the hop on a ferry and go to Lefkas or Gouvian, Corfu, sorry. Once you have this information, you can actually divert in the limit of the possibilities, of course, in how much your client will allow you. You can maybe, address the concerns of your client and actually redirect them to a destination that is more suitable. Okay, long story short. So now we have searched for the boats. We have selected the boats that best fit to our client. Let's see how to send him a price quote. So we have added the information, the boat that we want to the basket. Here I can set a general discount. Maybe, as I said, it's tool boat show. I want to give an extra 5 to all boats. Also, I can manage how the extras are displayed for my client. So for example, I cannot manage the obligatory ones, but for the one that I know my client will not want, I can hide them. Also, I can select in which language to send the price code. So maybe it's a French client, I wanted to send it in French. When I hit send, I can either select a client that is in your private address book, so it's not a shared address book, it's your private, or type a new email address. And this is the reason why I told you to switch to the default template, not the legacy, because you see how much nicer and pleasant for the client is to see. So I can add any document, maybe base information, maybe any specific document as an agent I want to send, maybe your own TNCs as an agency, and I can send this to my client. Okay. As an agent, as maybe some of you know, I started in the industry as an agent. I was working for one of the largest online agencies in Europe, and you know that there's searches that you perform 1,000 times in a year. It might be, Caribbean in winter, it might be Thailand in winter, might be, I don't know, Sicily in summer, might be Split area. So what you can now do in Booking Manager is save your favorite searches. So you see I searched Greece, Alimos, end of July. I can click here, favorite, hit the plus button, and I can name it Crude Greece, for example, and save this research. So I don't have to set up those filters every time I want to search for that specific filters. And here I have, for example, let's say Sicily, and Spartivento is my favorite, one of my favorite companies to search for in Sicily, and I can do the search in one click. but I also have access to the history of searches I performed. So if, for example, the week of the 15th of August is the one you search the most, but not in a specific area, you can just scroll through, find the 15th of August, add the base you want, and you actually have history. And I think that these two small details actually change incredibly the speed at which you can perform quotes and send quotes to your clients. Okay, I see that in the meanwhile, I got a couple of questions. Why we don't have chat in the portal anymore? What do you mean chat, Valerie? You mean chat with MMK? It should still be there, if that's what you mean. What are the dimensions for the company logo? I noticed that the logo was resized on the documents. Lars, I might be giving you all the information, but I think it's 100 by 300. But please, tomorrow, come back to our Booking Manager website. You go to the events section, and in the events, you go back to today, and you have all the Q&A sections with all the information about the question you asked, and I will put you the exact information there. Hello, I found out the new website is much slower, and also if I put a lot of criteria in the yacht search, it didn't show all the boats available, even if they are. If you're searching on the booking sheet, you have endless scroll. So you just need to keep scrolling. If you are looking in the booking sheet, you have endless scroll. You just keep scrolling, they will be loading. If you are on the yacht search, also they should be loading, by price. One important thing is that if you have an expired option on a specific boat, even if the boat is available and you still have in My Bookings the expired option, that boat will not be shown for you as a result because you have something blocking. So you can just go in My Bookings, filter for all the expired option and delete them. Those both will appear in your search results. For the much slower, it's hard to give you an answer not knowing exactly what you searched at what time. What I can tell you is that it might have been slower than usual because we are experiencing peak of usages. So if all 5,000 agencies that use Booking Manager are connected at the same time and doing maybe large research, of course, if you're searching all the boats available the 1st of August in Greece, it's a slower search than if you search, I don't know, Capo d'Orlando the 28th of July for a crude catamarans, because the amount of results, it's different. So I hope I could give you some pointers. In any case, if there is anything, any concerns that you have, I've been repeating this at every academy, at every presentation. We have an amazing support team that can actually give you a specific feedback for the specific situation you're encountering. How do we add optional extras to the quote, like skipper, etc.? So if the charter offers that extra, when you send the quote, all the optional extras will be directly in the quote. In my case, you didn't see them because I've chose to hide them. So as I showed, when you're in the price quote, you can choose what to hide and not to hide. If it's an extra that you offer as an agency, so it's not offered as from the charter, you can do it from the settings. Dimitris, when I open Booking Manager portal on my smartphone, shows me my bookings, but on booking sheet takes me a blank page where I can't see anything. So I have a search for boat, my boat there, and then I can access the calendar. What's going wrong here? The boat was connected to the previous version, right? Dimitris, I'm assuming you're a charter operator and you want to use the web version and that you want to see the booking sheet. As you might have noticed, when you open the booking sheet, either that you're a charter or an agency, it's not pre-filled. If you're a charter, just hit the search and your boats will appear. So that's as simple as that. I hope I understood you correctly, Dimitris. If that's not what you meant, please explain further. Can we get the videos of this seminar? Yes, absolutely. You have it. You will have it probably latest tomorrow. Actually, for sure tomorrow, since tomorrow it's Friday, on our website. please show how to find chat in MMK portal. Yes, we can do that at the end. What's the benefit of sending offers to the client over Booking Manager portal versus sending them offer directly? I mean, the advantage is that you save time, the easiest thing. Also, you can set up a Booking Manager to send emails not from admin at Booking Manager email, but from your own email address. So there's literally no difference other than you don't have to copy paste it. So it's a matter of rapidity and simplicity, in my opinion, Niksha. Okay. Is there anything else that I missed? Any more question in the meanwhile? Also, in the meanwhile, talking about the chat, I remembered that actually you also can send contact forms and emails through the portal. So the last button on the left bar, it's actually brings you to the contact form that comes directly to our team as an email. Anthony, can you search for a particular yacht by yacht name? No, there's no filter by yacht name, but I'm quite confident that when you're in the both booking sheet and yacht search, if you put the filters and you do a Command F or Control F, depending if you're on Mac or a PC, and search by name, it actually will come highlighted. Any limitation? Oh, this is an interesting one. I'm not sure I understand you correctly, Valerie, and also sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Any limitation on how many times I can change existing booking? And it's true that each change costs money for the charter operator. No, there's no extra charge for the charter operator for making changes. There is no extra charge for you if you make changes, and how many changes you can do depends on the how patient the charter operator is. There's no limit on our side, basically. How can I create an option directly from a list of offers on one of the offers? Hi, Offer, it's so nice to see you. You mean you send the price quote and you want to open an option? We will get to the booking part. I think it's the next section. So if I don't answer, just ping me again. How many currencies do your system support besides US dollar and the euros? I think the answer is all currencies that are supported by the European Central Bank, because our system is connected to the ECB for the exchange rates. If there is any specific currency that you need to quote on in, and it's not in the list, support at mmksystems.com. Also, you can set up your own exchange rate. So if you go in the settings, you have a section exchange rate, and you can actually add your own exchange rates so that you can quote in another currency. Sorry, once again. I can see my bookings, but I can't see anything in the calendar. I can only see it when I search for the boat each time. Maybe I'll send this to support. I'm not 100% sure I do understand you. I will go back to the booking sheet video for a second. Here. So if you mean this, that when you open this as a charter operator, you see it empty, it's normal. Actually, when you open it, you will see, sorry, you don't see my finger. You will see here an image of the boat, and it says to get to see your boats, click search, and you just click search and all your boats will appear with availability and everything. I'm not sure I answered your question. But yes, definitely hit support with an email and I will help you. Now, sorry, you have to go through all the slides with me once more. Oh, actually, we're here. So it's not just dollar and euros. If you mean currencies, no, every currency supported by the ECB, we are connected, so we have real-time exchange rates. so that you can quote in any of those with real-time conversion rates. It's not possible to use the YACHT search so that you search for boats first and then you want to show them to the client to switch to boat mode. I cannot at least see that it would be possible. When I switch to boat show mode, it resets the search. Yes, absolutely. You need to switch to boat show mode before. Otherwise, it research the search filters. Absolutely, you're correct on that. That's why I would recommend that you have favorite searches. So that, for example, you know that you know you prefer to book with Spartivento, NSS, I don't know, Marina Yacht Charter, Aladar, those for Lasca Tutto, because otherwise Nilago will be rightfully mad at me if I don't mention them. So if you want to book with those Barcando, I don't know, I will stop mentioning names. You can pre-filter them and have a filter, you know, favorite Italy. And actually, you know that those are your best partner in the area. You switch to boat show mode and you hit the favorite search so that you know that those are pre-filtered. And, you know, even if you don't see the commission or those details or the company name, you actually will be fine because you know that they are pre-filtered. For whoever wrote elenco partecipanti, I would need further detail on the question statement. Okay. Okay. Can I go to the next section, or you have more questions for me? Can you show boat show mode? James, I can at the end of the presentation, absolutely. Okay, I will move further, and if there will be need, I will go back to the section. So the most important thing, how do we make bookings, right? So you have done your yacht search, you have found the boat you want to actually book or option for your client. So here is my Elan 43. I click next. And here I can add any option that is available, either mine or from the charter operator that the client requested. So, for example, here I will add the pool. Why not? It will be added to the optional extras. If you have a promo code, maybe because the charter offered you a promo code, you can add it here. And you can either pick an existing client from your private address book or add it. And here I clicked open option. And I have opened an option. The same thing, I can do it from the booking sheet. So here I switch to the booking sheet. I select the week I want to book. I click next, and it brings me exactly to the same view as before. So I scroll all down, and I can have the button to do a direct booking or open an option. Also, on the right side, you now have the possibility to add the passenger that will be on board if you already know the composition of the crew. Why is this important? Is because we have first, you have extras that are calculated by the number of people. Croatian tourist tax is calculated by the age, for example, but also some of our partners, especially the inland charter, the inland water charters, as our friend that already are accustomed to their offer sometimes the crew composition gives your client the right to an extra discount. So maybe if there's seniors or there's kid on board, you can get an extra discount. So that is important if you already know the composition of the crew that will be on board for you to add it. Okay, you have sent the price quote, right? And the client calls you a week a week after and saying, hi, you sent me last week a quote for Alimos, the 18th of July. Can you please put an option for me on that boat? And of course, you know, you don't want to redo all the search to remember, you know, what boat you sent. So now you have the possibility to have a quotation overview. So if you click here, you have price quotes, and here you have the list of all price quotes that you have sent. So for example, I will click on this one, the number 360. I see that was sent as an offer. Sorry. Okay, so here I click on this one and I have a button to confirm. So you can actually switch directly from an offer to a booking at the moment through this with this trick. So you have here status reservation, and you can move forward with the process. Offer, I think this is what you were referring to. You would like to switch to option, not to from the offer. Is that what you mentioned? Because you were in my seminars, so you already know this trick. So maybe you wanted to let me know that you can switch to reservation, not to offer. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Now we have placed an option or a reservation. What I can do next? So we have the option we have placed before on the Elan 43. Of course, I can confirm it into a booking. What I can also do is actually send the documents. So I can send the documents for the client, so the yacht details or the offer, but I can also, if it's an option, request an extension of the option to the charter operator. Now I've converted it into a booking, and I can actually use Booking Manager Portal as a back office. Of course, for those of you that run operation with 40,000 bookings, I'm sorry, this is not for you. But for smaller and medium sizes agencies, this is perfect, because first, you can generate a booking confirmation without having to have your own templates. You can actually manage the CRM, so you can put your guest name. You can add, you can do the tracking of the payments, for example. You can add the documents to the reservation, what we were mentioning before. You can put yourself to-do notes and get reminders within Booking Manager Portal. And you can generate invoice for the commission for your own commission, sorry. One very cool thing is that now that in the portal, when you're in My Bookings, you can put tags in the reservation. So if it's one of your VIP clients, if it's a client for which you have booked a skipper, if it's an important, anything important, you can actually create custom tags and add them. So you see here, I don't know if you see my mouse, but here you have a plus. And this allows you to choose or to create new tags. And another things you can do online, if you have a connected payment method, you can actually send payment links to the client. It can be used, you know, if he needs to pay you the first deposit, the balance, if there's any extra that needs to be paid up front, APA, since we were talking about crew charter. So you can generate a link. We're connected with Revolut, Stripe, PayPal, you name it, we most probably have it. And the coolest thing of them all, My Trip. So if you have noticed, you have now a My Trip link button when you're in the option or in the reservation, and you can send this either via a text message or via email. So I can click email and send it via email. I can copy it and send it in an email through my usual mail provider. And the coolest thing is that this is protected by a PIN. So only with the PIN, you can actually unlock it. If it's an option, you will be able to switch it into a booking, but you can also add extras. So it allows you to, not to have force them back with the charter operator, because the client can automatically add it. Same, it can do the payment online if you are connected with the payment method. They can fill in the crew list that will automatically be sent to the charter operator, and they can add any documents that will be shared with you. That can be their sailing license if needed, a preference sheet if it's a crew charter, nautical CV for those of you that book with French partners. So all of those things can be done in one link with the client, and it doesn't come with any extra cost, only extra benefits for you. I see I have a few questions. Let's go through. Both show mode, I said I will show you. Does the rating you have? Oh, questions are coming. I'm losing them here. Does the rating you have apply to the boat or to the fleet owner? Can you, Anton, please help me further? So you have in the partners the average rating, and then in the boats you see the rating for that specific boat. I'm not sure I'm answering your question correctly. That I understood your question correctly. Sorry. Maybe I missed. Hi, Jackie. How are you? Are you back from the Caribbean? Actually, don't tell me. Don't tell me where you are. Better. But how can we filter the companies we want to see on each search results? So you can either block the companies you don't want to work with, and that you can do to the partner section as we have seen in the beginning, or actually what you do is that you do your normal search, and then you click on save search, plus or new, and actually the filters you currently have will be saved. I hope that was the answer you were looking for. Offer, I know. Currently, you can switch from offer to reservation through the My Booking settings. At which stage you should specify a number of people. You can do it when you know it. After you make the booking, only the charter operator can change it. You cannot change it as agent. So at any time you have the information, you can either put it in Booking Manager if it's before the booking, or you can communicate it to the charter directly. Could you repeat how to arrive to this part, please? Which part? So that I can repeat it. There are two separate ratings, a boat rating and a fleet owner rating. Yes, there's two separate ratings that you can give. You can review a charter that you had that is not older than 6 months. And if you had a charter with a fleet, you can give a general review of the charter. So those two are possible, but we will come to reviews in the next section. It is correct that the link is sent from adminbookingmanager.com instead of the agency email address. It depends on how it is set up. If you, sorry, this next couple of sentences might be a bit technical. It depends on how the SPF record is set. There's a manual on our website. So if you go on bookingmanager.com, you have support. There's all the knowledge base there, and you search SPF or DNS there, and you actually have how to set it up, and that should be fine. Should send the email with your email address once you set it up, and the text messages, I think they come from Booking Manager. How to add a payment method, our bank account to my trip. So my trip for the payment, we refer to online payments, so credit card payment, not a bank account. So that is it. But if you go online on the portal and you click the settings, you have payment method, and you can add your payment method there. But from the My Trip, the client can only do online payments via credit card, not via bank transfer, for you to be clear on that. Okay, more questions for me? Okay, next section, reviews. You see, I told you it was coming. So as we mentioned, you have two kinds of reviews. The first we have seen when you go in the partners, you actually have the average. If you click in the review section, you have the reviews you have made as an agency, the reviews that you have received as an agency, because now you can get answers and reviews, and also all the reviews for all charters. So I will, for example, want to do my first booking with Spartivento. I will go and check their reviews. As you see, they're doing a pretty good job, it seems, especially in Sicily. So I can have an idea. If I had a booking, for example, and I will go in 2025, if I had the booking and I want to leave a review, please leave good and bad reviews. Both of them are important, you know. You can actually put the rating, leave a comment, and add a picture. So if the boat was extremely well cleaned, if the welcome package for the client was outstanding, if your guest had the best welcome at the front desk, you know, you can add those information and drop images that are relevant. Of course, you can do it also for the unpleasant situations you had, but we hope that, you know, the more reviews we get in, it will allow you to filter the partners with who you do business, and you will have less bad reviews. And as I mentioned, when you have done a charter with a specific company, you can actually leave in the partner section a general feedback about the company, so not related to a specific charter. Just a reminder, if I'm not mistaken, you can go back to only 6 months for the reviews. So now you should be actually doing the reviews for the 2025 season, and you're almost out of limit, and you can start doing for the winter season in the Caribbean. Okay, new thing that we introduced 2025, I think, booking for the skippers. So if you go online on Booking Manager portal, you have a specific section for the skippers. Sorry, I book a lot of speakers for Booking Manager Summit, so I tend to mix the skippers and speakers. This is a real-time booking for skippers, which is never heard of in our industry. As an agency, you actually get a commission for booking the skipper online. You can actually send the profile to your client. You can download a PDF brochure to send them, do the selection, and you can get an extra commission for booking the skipper. Currently, we work for Croatia primarily. We have skippers in other destinations, but for Croatia, we work primarily with a partner, which is Croatia Sailing Academy. And Croatia Sailing Academy actually does the vetting and the training of those skippers, so you can be 100% sure and confident of what you're booking. Just give me 1 second, sorry. Sorry if you see my colleague passing behind me. Okay, can you show where you find the skipper section? Skipper section is in the same section where you have the reviews and everything, but I can show you. And what else do we have? We have an amazing new program, which is our referral program. This is especially targeted to our partners that use our API and our widget. So if you want to increase the number of boats that you offer through those tools and get an extra stream of income for your own business, you can refer us a fleet operator that we don't work with and get extra income out of it. If you have any question, just go on our website, and then you have more information. Can the skipper be booked instantly online? Yes, absolutely. You can book instantly online the skipper. Can I add skipper as agency? If you are a professional skipper agency, Valerie, yes, absolutely. You can contact our sales team and they will help you in that process. I will now try to share my screen and open the portal and show you those couple of things, James, that you asked me to. Let's see if I'm tech savvy enough to do that. So, remind me what you asked me, James. Skipper section, here. Here you have them, skippers. What else did you ask me to go back to? Can you show boat show mode? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I go here, I switch to boat show mode. You see it reloaded. I go to the yacht search. And I can do Italy, and we do Cabo d'Orlando because why not? And we do, as we said, July. Now my computer is on its last breath. My colleague had to run to get me a charger, so it's very slow. But because my computer said enough is enough, it's lunchtime for my computer too. So here you see, I don't have anymore the name of the company, and here I don't have the commission percentage. What else did we say? Currencies somebody mentioned. Here are the currencies. Oops, I didn't mean to switch to Australian dollar, but apparently we have switched to Australian dollars. Oh, somebody was wondering for the booking sheet. So you see, set your filters to begin exploring available yacht. It's the same in the booking sheet. So if I hit the booking sheet, and I don't have any filter, it won't show me anything, even if you're a charter operator, because we have fleets that run multi-base operations. So you just hit search and the boats will show. Dimitris, I hope that was your question and that I answered it. If not, let me know. We were on currencies. We said we were here. As you see, we have quite a lot. Anything else? For the chat, yes, the bubble is not here currently, but it's very possible it's because I moved it. But what you can do if you click here on info, you can actually send us a message. What else? Did I miss anything that I had to go back to? Where to find terms and conditions of a charter company for particular booking? You actually, when you go to the next step, I can actually try to show you. Okay, and I go here, select a boat, next. Actually, here, if the company has terms and conditions, you will have them. So if you click, it will open the terms and conditions. If it's the first time you do a booking with a specific charter operator and they do have T&Cs, you will have to select the box to be able to proceed with the booking. Can the skipper be booked instantly online? Yes, we replied. If a skipper is based in Croatia, can they be booked online for the Caribbean or a trip in France? How are they deliver travel expenses calculated since those costs can change significantly? Each skipper has a sailing area assigned. So they can only be booked for the specific sailing areas in which they operate. If, for example, you see the name of the company, if it's an independent, if it's a group of skippers, you can always contact them directly and arrange differently if the skipper is willing to travel to other destinations. How to set up the promo code? We will actually have it in the next academy. We'll talk about that. Where's to find terms and conditions? We have been through that. I will take the occasion now to actually invite you to our next academy session, which is the 12th of March, easy to remember. And we are gonna actually focus on charter operators on how to optimize your listing. So everything that concerns your yacht listing, promo codes, many of those things, actually we will talk about it the 12th of March, so exactly in 1 month. Just a reminder about our new referral program that we mentioned a few minutes ago. So if you're interested in referring us new fleets and increase, the volume of boats on your website, but also to other stream of income to your company, we will be more than happy to discuss this with you. So does each skipper have a specific sailing location assigned to them? Yes, Anton. Jackie, I always have time for you. Remind me what you want me to show you. And I will be happy to go back to anything you want me to show you. Filtering the companies. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I go to the yacht search, for example, and let's say that I want to filter specific companies. So let's do my usually Italians, because come on, we have to. Anybody that I do not mention here is not a bad company. Those are the ones I have a personal relationship for more than 10 years. So I hope nobody gets offended. And most of those, or almost all of those, are actually golden partners. So, so here we are. Everybody that I didn't put in this list, please don't be offended. Those are just the ones that come on top of my mind, really. So I have here my favorite companies, and I click here, and I click on the plus, and I will just call it favorite Italy. I click on add, and you see added successfully. And now when I go back here, I have my favorite Italy, and when you click those, it will just pre-filter directly those companies. Okay, I think it's time to call it a day. I see no new question came in the past couple of minutes. Thank you so much once more for being with us today and investing 1 hour of your time to be with us and learn more about Booking Manager Portal. I hope that this was useful. Actually, I got one more question. I was wondering if it's possible to block companies from my search results. To block a company, the only way you have it is to go through partner. And I will just pick the first one. I'm sorry, it's no way meant to be disrespectful to this company. It's just the first one, and I click disable. This is how you block a company to from appearing in your search results. Yes, absolutely. In your favorite list for Greece, I would absolutely recommend to add the Nomikos to your Greeks favorites. Thank you so much once more for your time and for the number of questions. It's always a pleasure for us if we can help you improve your daily operation. See you in a month for the next chapter of Booking Manager Academy, and have an amazing day, everybody. Bye.